volume. Holy hell. Welcome back, everyone, to a new game, Monkey Island 2, LeChuck's Revenge.
Guybrush Threepwood, you do turn up in the strangest places.
Hi, Elaine. Do you think you could help me out?
How did you get into this mess?
It's kind of a long story.
Oh, that's okay. I've got time.
Well, it all started on Scab Island. Some of my admiring fans had pressured me into telling my LeChuck evaporating story once again.
Deep in the Caribbean, Scab Island.
So I bust into the church and say, "Now you're in for it, you bilious bag of barnacle bait." And then LeChuck cries, "Guybrush, have mercy! I can't take it anymore!"
I think I know how he must have felt.
Yeah, if I hear this story one more time, I'm gonna be crying myself.
Subtitles on.
Don't you have any new stories?
Well, actually, that's why I'm here on Scab Island. I'm on a whole new adventure.
Growing a mustache?
No, bigger than that.
A beard?
No, I'm in search of treasure. The biggest treasure of them all. A treasure so valuable and so well hidden that it haunts the dreams of every pirate on the seas.
You mean
Big whoop?
None other.
Then why'd you come here? There's no treasure on Scab Island.
Well, I didn't know that before. Now I'm trying to charter a ship and look someplace else. When I return, I'll have riches galore and a whole new story.
Or you'll have died trying.
either way, we won't have to hear about LeChuck anymore.
Ha! Those guys wouldn't know a good story even if they paid $50 for it. When I find Big Whoop, I'll become a legend among pirates for generations to come. I can only charter a ship and get off this stinking island.
See how I remember this game. Been a while. The Largo Embargo. You are fairly wealthy right now. Riches.
This may be a lot of money, but it's nothing compared to how rich I'll be when I find Big Whoop. I think I'm pretty well prepared financially for now. I should be set for the whole trip with this. This should be plenty of money to charter a ship. Look at all this. I've got enough to buy my own ship in 5 different currencies. I'll be traveling first class on this treasure hunt. Sure took a long time to save all this.
That's not what I wanted. First of all, let's pick up the shovel.
Oops, I think I broke the sign.
Still, volume is loud. I don't like that. I can't turn it down. Oh, actually, shit. One thing I did mean to check out. Who needed that sign anyway? Yeah. There we go. Classic mode.
Where do you think you're going, fancy pants? You ain't from these parts, are you? This is a toll bridge. You gotta pay.
Is this some sort of bribe situation?
No, more like extortion. Here, allow me to demonstrate.
Help! Please!
Scream as loud as you want. There's no police on Scab Island.
Please, not in my new coat.
Maybe I should cut you one out of cement.
Oh,
Hey, you own it.
I was.
This is my lucky night. Remember, wherever you go, on sea or on land, you can't ever hide from Largo LeGrand.
tough town. I guess I should have got those traveler's checks.
And now we're broke. Not like I needed money.
Yeah?
What's the problem with that Largo guy?
He really goes against my grain. I'd like to make an end table out of him, but I don't have the guts. With all my tools, I'm still unable to create the one thing that could do this island some good.
Like an all-night tattoo parlor?
No, like a voodoo doll of Largo LeGrand.
Oh. Nice apron. Are you some sort of chef?
No, I'm a woodsmith, which gives one of us an excuse for dressing funny.
I like the way he looks.
How much wood could a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood?
A woodchuck could chuck no amount of wood since a woodchuck can't chuck wood.
But if a woodchuck could chuck and woodchuck some amount of wood, what amount of wood would a woodchuck chuck?
Even if a woodchuck could chuck wood, and even if a woodchuck would chuck wood, should a woodchuck chuck wood?
A woodchuck should chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood, as long as a woodchuck would chuck wood.
Oh, shut up.
I'd like to look around a bit.
Sure thing. Get away from there. I need all of them. Hey, don't touch that. It's not a toy.
Excuse me,
Yeah, boy?
how's business?
It's just terrible. No one ever
Okay.
comes down here anymore. Largo's got all my regulars spooked. You know, I can mix any drink there is, make anything you could name, but I can't make the one thing that could really do this island some good.
What's that?
A voodoo doll of Largo LeGrand.
You there.
Uh-oh.
Give me my usual and put it in a real glass. Fork over the dough or you'll be serving Bloody Marys for a week. From your nose.
That's all I have.
Well, you better have more tomorrow, or we might have to move this dump to a new location. Like, say, the bottom of the ocean.
Why does your brain hurt?
Boy, you just gave him all your money?
I don't want to talk about it.
Excuse me.
Yeah, boy?
Want to see my scar?
Depends. Is there a good story behind it?
As a matter of fact, there is. It's a story of the ghost pirate LeChuck and his gruesome demise.
Heard it. This is the one where he drinks too much root beer and burps so hard he explodes, right?
Not exactly.
Frankly, I don't care much for stories that promote moderation in drinking. I do have a business to run, you know.
Grog, please. Shaken, not stirred.
Maybe you'd like a Shirley Temple instead.
I'm old enough. Look at my beard.
Ha! That's the oldest trick in the book. Tell you what, I'll let you have some near grog. Doesn't have any alcohol in it, but it's just as nasty smelling and foul tasting as that stuff grown-ups drink.
Right on.
Oh, wait, what am I saying? I just sold the last of it to Kate. Sorry.
Rats.
Of course, if you have some ID.
Who's this Kate person you mentioned?
Ah, the courageous Captain Kate Capsize. Tough as steel, sharp as nails.
Why is
She
your brain
rents
hurt,
her
bud?
ship out, does some freelance pirating. Her only loyalty is to the highest bidder. Don't get on her bad side.
Nice place you have here. Well, see ya.
Hey, hired help only.
It reads JoJo, appearing nightly, no cover charge. No thanks. Too many bad memories of piano lessons. Better leave it there. Don't want to hurt business.
But who else is a...
Hello.
I love Wally the cartographer.
Wally has just been taking so much abuse over the course of the series. It just seems to be.
Well, you know, we
asking
cut
for
that
it.
stuff at the end of the game with, you know, him on the raft and all that.
Oh, that's right. We cut the whole raft thing.
I get a lot.
That could be interesting.
Excuse me.
Oh, yes. Hi there. Can I help you?
Hi, I'm Guybrush. Who are you?
Wally. Wally B. Feed. At your service.
I have some questions about Scab Island.
Why? Thinking about moving here?
Actually, I'm trying to get off it as soon as possible.
Good luck. With the sailing embargo Largo's imposed on Scab, it's hard to get anywhere. Which doesn't help my business, let me tell you.
You know anything about this Largo guy?
He's just the local hood. Shakes down everybody in town. Nobody comes or goes from Scab because Largo makes them pay through the nose.
Yeah, tell me about it. Where's the governor's mansion?
There is no governor on Scab. This is an anarchist cooperative of pirates, cutthroats, and other criminals. A haven for roughnecks and rebels like me. The only authority on this island is that bully Largo.
I'm looking for some room and board.
Well, I hear there's a new chef down at the Bloody Lip. And the Swamp Rot Inn has all the comforts of the sea. But I think Largo's booked the whole thing.
Thanks for the lowdown.
Any time.
Do you know anything about Big Whoop?
Uh-oh, who sent you here? I should warn you, I'm heavily armed.
Nobody sent me. I'm freelance.
You better not try for my files. All my research on Big Whoop is in there.
Are you looking for Big Whoop too?
Well, I haven't really been able to find out much hard information. What do you know about it?
I know its location is a mystery.
You mean you never heard of the 4 men who buried it?
No. Tell me all about it.
Well, all anyone knows for sure is that there was a shipwreck. The merchant vessel Elaine went down in a terrible storm.
Elaine?
Only 4 crew members survived. They washed up on a remote, deserted island. Some say its name was Inky Island, but I don't believe that.
Well, why don't you believe it?
Because there's no such island. Anyway, that's where they supposedly found Big Whoop.
But what is Big Whoop?
Whatever it was so wonderful, or so horrible, that they never wanted anyone else to find it. So, they took the map they made of the island and split it up among the 4 of them, and they all went their separate ways.
Where are they now?
Well, I don't even know their names. I'd go look them up at the Fat City Library if it weren't for this stupid Largo embargo. Of course, it could just be an old legend, but if I could just see the map of that island, I bet I could recognize the shape of the land and track it down myself.
What exactly do you do here?
I'm a cartographer.
You do open heart surgery? In here?
No. I'm the map-making sort of cartographer.
Oh.
You're thinking cardiologist.
What kind of maps do you make?
Every kind a pirate could need. My eyes have seen the whole world, and there's not a part of it I haven't put down on paper. Maps are very, very important.
Actually, I prefer to just stop and ask directions.
That's what Magellan thought. Sorry, cartographer joke.
Is longitude the sideways one, or is that latitude? I can never remember which is which.
It's so cute when you lay people try to understand geography. I could try to explain it, but it would probably just go over your head.
You know, I could just sit and talk about maps all day.
Hey, me too.
Is that all you do? Make maps?
Well, I do some restoration work too. I paste them together, recopy them, paint little cupids in the corners, you know, artsy-fartsy stuff. Maps are very, very important.
I'm sure they are. Well, goodbye.
Okie dokie.
Okay, now I need... I need his monocle. Can't remember what I need it for.
Where's my monocle? I can't see a thing without me monocle.
Can't remember what I need it for, but I remember I need it.
Excuse me, I'd like a room, please.
Sorry, we only have one and it's full. Hold it right there. That's a private room. No going up there.
Only one guest.
Yes, but that dang Largo eats like 30.
What do you know about Largo Legrand?
I don't know anything about cargo or contraband. I'm clean, clean, clean.
I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back.
Who are you?
Sure, Sonny, I can get out stew. That's easy. I can also extract grog, spit, and swamp mud. That's because I'm Mad Marty. I'm mad about getting your clothes as clean as they can be.
I've got a laundry type question.
Shoot.
Would you be able to get out ketchup?
Get out? Ketchup? What do you want me to do?
Nothing. I've got a laundry type question.
Shoot.
Do you do alterations here?
Alterations? You mean change the numbers on your food stamps? You got some nerve.
I'm sorry. Oops. I thought I wanted to talk to you, but I don't.
Hey, leave that alone.
Sorry, is this your bucket?
Well, no.
So you won't mind if I take it?
I guess not.
Nice. Wake up!
What is it?
I really like the artwork in this one.
Did you ever get that circus started?
Do we know you?
I'm Guybrush. You tried to sell me the minutes of a PTA meeting in the last game, claiming it was a map.
Map? I don't know what you're talking about.
No, really.
Why did you wake us up, Guybrush?
What are you guys doing up there?
We're performing.
That's right. Performing.
That's what we do for a living now.
You see, after our circus failed, we started a pirate catering business on nearby Fat Island.
The Sacking Lunch. It was quite lucrative.
Why aren't you still doing that?
The governor of the island made us an offer we, couldn't refuse. So, we sold him the business.
What did you do with the money?
We sank the money into one of those newfangled glass-bottom boats.
We wanted to take passengers on sightseeing trips.
And search for a place called Drinky Island in our spare time.
Boy, did we ever want to get there.
Aside from the obvious reason, we had inside information that Drinky was in fact the resting place of the legendary treasure of Big Whoop.
Big Whoop! Did you find anything?
Not exactly.
You see, we got a bit of a raw deal on the boat.
Seems the salesman didn't have any glass for the bottom, so he just left a gaping hole there.
By the time we noticed, we were taking on water, fast.
We ended up stranded on a tiny desert island.
How much longer is this story?
We met a philosopher on the island, and he told us something which changed our lives.
What? What is it? What did he say? Tell me already.
He told us that all the world is a stage and that we are merely players. So, we became performance artists. In our current work, we portray man's response to global environmental issues of a changing world.
How come you have to perform on that ledge?
to show the precarious nature of the situation. So to speak.
Right, right.
I think you're overlooking the potential symbolism to be gained by your closeness to the Earth.
But...
All right, you got us. We're really up here because...
Well, we're afraid to come down.
What?
What's the word for it, Frank?
Stupidity?
It's the opposite of acrophobia. Something like orcophobia.
Sounds more like workophobia to me.
Say what you will, we're not coming down.
What happened to your leg?
It happened during a performance.
When he lost the leg, Frank was brilliantly showing the inseparability of the path man walks from the food chain.
The symbolism of the cheese was essential. You know, this leg is looking sort of dingy. Would you get some polish over at the Woodsmiths and polish it for me?
Give me money for the polish.
Okay.
Is that your rat?
Yes. We call him Munster Monster because of his insatiable passion for cheese.
See you later.
We can scarcely contain our anticipation.
Yeah?
Could I buy some wood polish?
That's 1 piece of 8. Anything else?
I'd like to look around a bit.
Sure thing.
Nice.
Okay, now I'm to polish the shit out of this.
Thanks. Here's a piece of 8 for your trouble. Thanks. Here's a piece of 8 for your trouble.
I think I do this like 19 times or something like that.
Thanks. Here's a piece of 8 for your trouble. Thanks. Here's a piece of 8 for your trouble. Thanks. Here's a piece of 8 for your trouble. Thanks. Here's a piece of 8 for your trouble. Thanks. Here's a piece of 8 for your trouble.
Wish this would be easier to do, but...
Thanks. Here's a piece of 8 for your trouble.
Yeah.
Thanks. Here's a piece of 8 for your trouble. Thanks. Here's a piece of 8 for your trouble. Thanks. Here's a piece of 8 for your trouble. Thanks. Here's a piece of 8 for your trouble. Thanks. Here's a piece of 8 for your trouble. Thanks. Here's a piece of 8 for your trouble.
I know this is kinda tedious, but I gotta get it done.
Thanks. Here's a piece of 8 for your trouble. Thanks. Here's a piece of 8 for your trouble. Thanks. Here's a piece of 8 for your trouble.
Here's a piece of egg for your trouble.
Thanks. Here's a piece of 8 for your trouble.
Maybe one of these days I'll have a whole egg.
Thanks. Here's a piece of 8 for your trouble. Thanks. I'd give you a piece of 8, but I'm fresh out.
Okay, so that's what? 19 pieces of 8, yeah. Ow. Pick up the nip.
Excuse me.
Don't bug me. I'm cooking.
The barkeep might see me.
Hey, how'd old Pegbiter get loose? I'd better go catch him before he catches somebody else.
Cheese squigglies. One of my favorites. There's strange little white bugs all over it. It doesn't seem to stay closed.
Who let you into my room?
I, thought it was my room?
Well, it ain't. So get the out of here.
Yeah, I'm working on it.
I thought I told you to get out!
So let's go to the beach first. We'll pick that up. Okay.
Hello?
Hello, man. My name's Captain Drake. What can I do for ya?
Natty dreads.
Thanks, man.
I need to charter a ship.
I can't charter you my ship because a while ago I lost my lucky sailing necklace. I called it my eye that has seen the world. I can't sail without it? No way, man. Besides, that mean and nasty guy Largo, he has an embargo on the island. No ships can sail
Okay, I'll be back. Alright, I'm back.
In or out without his approval. There's no way he would let me leave.
Tell me more about that necklace thingy you lost.
It happened some time ago. My navigator and I set sail for this legendary island. When we arrived, we were taken prisoner by cannibals. I escaped, man. But my navigator was not so lucky. All I found of him was one of his eyeballs. And I've kept it as a good luck charm.
Thank you.
Gee, I think I've met your friend.
Unlikely.
I gotta run. Lots of treasure hunting to do.
Okay. Bye, man. Come again.
I definitely met your friend. There we go. That's what I was looking for.
Wow, a whole bucket of mud. And it's mine. All mine.
Not for long, it's not.
Creepy, but apparently seaworthy.
Let's go see your voodoo friend. Yep.
I'll just take a little.
Guybrush Threepwood. It's been a long time since you last came to see me.
Do I know you from somewhere?
Ah, we often forget those who help us most.
We do?
It was I who told you how to do away with LeChuck. I told you where to find the voodoo antiroot and how to turn it into the powerful, ghost-dissolving potion you needed.
Oh, yeah, now I remember.
No, it wasn't. It was the cannibals.
Tell me about this Largo guy.
He's a weak little man who bullies this whole island around. Most people are afraid of him because he was once LeChuck's right-hand man.
Yeah, but LeChuck's history. I got rid of him myself.
True evil can never be destroyed completely. You will see.
Why don't you just put a curse on Largo?
I've tried. My most powerful magic lies in voodoo dolls. But to make an effective doll, I need some items from Largo's person, and no one's brave enough to go get them for me.
What kind of ingredients do you need for the doll?
Are you willing to help me make one?
Maybe.
To make it work, you need to bring me some personal artifacts of the victim. One from each of the 4 basic voodoo groups. Something of the thread, something of the head, something of the body, and something of the dead.
Hey, that almost rhymes.
For the thread, I need a piece of Largo's clothing. And
Easy
a lock
enough.
of hair will do for the head.
Also easy enough.
Bring me a sample of fluid from his
Easy.
body.
I just gotta find a
and
piece of
from
paper.
his dead relatives. You must acquire some remnant.
All
of
fairly
corpse.
easy to get.
Here, take the shopping list.
Thanks.
Do you have any of those ingredients with you?
I have his toupee.
Not quite a part of his head, but maybe I can get some scalp fragments from it. Have you brought me any other ingredients?
Nope. Could you tell me what they were again?
Just like the list says. Something from his clothes, some of his bodily fluids, something from his ancestors. That's all. Now go. Have you brought me any more ingredients?
Nope. Could you tell me what they were again?
Just like the list says. Something from his clothes, some of his bodily fluids, something from his ancestors. That's all. Now go.
Okay, fine.
Here lies Nibbles the dog. He was a bad dog. We're glad he's dead. Here lies Hank Plank. Does anybody recognize that name? He didn't have any money on him when he died, and somebody's got to pay for the funeral. Stan. Stan's Casual Crosses, for graves that don't need to dress up. Stan's Casual Crosses, for graves that don't need to dress up. Warning! Quarantine tomb. Inhabitants died of green tongue fever.
Lovely.
The Grouts. No trespassing. Stan's Cozy Crypts. A place to spend eternity, not a fortune. The Quagmires. No trespassing. Marco Largo Legrand. Hell on sea or sand. The good news is, he's dead. The bad news is, he bred. This is creepy feeling.
I'd swear on my grandfather's grave, something weird is going on.
Well, you're not wrong.
That doesn't seem to work.
Nice.
Nice. It won't fit in my pocket.
Sorry, Rat.
Good thing this is a cold soup. Excuse me.
I said, leave me alone.
Great recipes from the International House of Mojo, page 139. Aunt Helen's special voodoo doll mix. Something of the thread, something of the head, something of the body, and something of the dead.
Where is that thing? I swear I put it right here. I hope I didn't lose it.
Sorry, Wally. I need the paper.
Yuck. I should have listened to my mother. I should have practiced. Excuse me.
Yeah, boy?
Hey, how's the stew tonight?
Stew? Oh, gosh. We only serve gourmet chilled soups here. In fact, our new cook has been working all day on a very special vichyssoise. Let me go see how he's doing.
I think there's about 5 or 6.
Bernard.
Excellent, sir. Won't you have a taste?
I think I will. Oh my God! What kind of demented recipe book are you using? You're fired.
But, sir...
Out! Get out of my sight! This is the most disgusting, filthy mess I've ever seen in my life. Look at all the hair! And what's this stuff? How am I ever gonna get rid of this junk? Well, here's your soup.
I'm really not that hungry anymore.
Dang. Hey, can you cook?
A little.
How'd you like a career in the fast-paced world of pub food cuisine?
Are you saying there's an opening in the kitchen?
Yeah. You interested?
I don't know. How much does it pay?
420 pieces of 8 a week. First week paid in advance.
Sure, I'll give it a shot.
Great. Job is yours. Here's a week's worth of wages. Now go strap on that apron and get to work.
Okie dokie. I've never been much for rodent seasonings. I think I hear Largo coming.
Hey, what the hell? What's going on? Whoever did this is gonna pay. I can't get this thing off my head. When I get this thing off my head, somebody's gonna be real sorry.
Maybe I shouldn't have done that. He looked pretty steamed.
How can you tell? Couldn't tell. I mean, you couldn't see him.
You're making me mad, Marty.
That's my name. Don't wear it out.
Look, I want it free and I want it tonight.
Party tonight? Sure, I'll come.
I'm talking about getting my laundry.
Don't worry about me. I've been dry for 3 years.
I said I need it back tonight.
What? Yeah, we'll stay out all night.
This is useless. You tell them I'll be back to pick it up. Or else.
Nice. Just got his laundry ticket. So now we're gonna go pick up his clothes. And then we'll have all 3 ingredients for all like the rest of the ingredients I need for the voodoo doll.
I'd like to pick up some clothes.
Do you have your claim ticket, Sonny?
Got it right here.
Great. I'll see what we have ready for Mr. Legrand. I know it's here somewhere. I saw it a while ago. Now, where was it? Ah, here it comes.
Nice April fresh scent.
A pearly white bra, apparently. Not sure I want to know.
Creepy, but apparently seaworthy.
Nice. I wish they'd go back to these graphics. They changed them after this one. And I don't like them as much. Like this art style.
Have you brought me any more ingredients?
I have some of his spit.
Excellent. You may keep the paper. Have you brought me any other ingredients?
I have the bone of his grandfather.
Perfect. Do you have the final ingredient?
I have this pearly white bra.
Yes, that will work. At last! Now I can make a voodoo doll to be reckoned with. Let me get my juju bag. And now for the ingredients. A dandruff flake from Largo's head. A single piece of Largo's thread. A drop of fluid from his body. A single chip off the bone of the dead. And finally, some miscellaneous voodoo herbs and seasonings, including monosodium glutamate. This ought to be good. 2, 4, 6, 8. Who do we assassinate? Largo, Largo, yeah.
Hey, that looks just like him. Thanks, Voodoo Lady.
One more thing. Some of the ingredients were not the optimum specimens. It should still work, but it will have a limited range. You will have to get close to Largo. Very close.
No problem.
Hey, what are you doing in here? Get out of my room and stay out.
I don't want to be that close to him.
Fuck's sakes.
I can't believe you're in here again.
Take that, you stumpy little dim-witted toad.
What? Who do you think you are?
That would have been
I'm
interesting.
Guybrush Threepwood. People don't always recognize me. That's why I carry this.
I'm gonna tear you limb from limb. Oh, how are you doing that?
Largo the Grand, you are a no-good, vicious two-bit thug. I command you to give me back my money and leave this island.
Ha! I already spent all your money.
Oh, well, I command you to leave this island.
Just you try and make... Ow! Ooh! Ow! Ow! Ow!
That'll teach you to mess with the slayer of the ghost pirate LeChuck.
What's that? You killed LeChuck?
As a matter of fact, I did. Quite an interesting story, actually.
The fortune teller said she did in LeChuck.
She did she? Does she have one of these?
Is that?
Yes, LeChuck's beard. Still alive and wriggling.
Let me see that. Boy, it is alive. We've been looking for a living piece of LeChuck for years. Now we can bring him back to life. Look out, world! The most fearsome pirate of all time will soon sail the seas again.
Whoops.
I'm afraid it's true, Guybrush. If they have any animated tissue, they can reanimate his whole body.
But I blew his body into a zillion gooey pieces.
Not his body, Guybrush. You destroyed his spirit form. His body was safely buried far away.
But by now it must be...
rotten, partially decomposed. Yes. And I don't think that's going to make him any more pleasant to deal with.
He's gonna be looking for me.
Yes.
He's gonna try to kill me.
Undoubtedly.
Can you just kill me now and get it over with?
You must try not to lose hope, Guybrush. There is a way out.
What is it?
You're doing it right now.
Fiddling with the change in my pocket?
Hunting for Big Whoop.
Oh yeah, I was doing that, wasn't I?
Big Whoop isn't just a treasure. It contains the secret to another world. Find that world, and you'll be able to escape LeChuck forever.
But I know so little about Big Whoop.
Take this book.
Big Whoop, Unclaimed Bonanza or Myth. And where'd you get this?
I checked it out at the Fat City Library. I foresaw your need.
Gee, thanks.
I used your name when I checked it out, so be sure and return it when you're through reading. The overdue fines in Fat City are pretty steep.
Gee, thanks.
Alright, so we're going to end this episode here. I want to thank you very much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed this episode of Monkey Island 2. We'll see you next time.